details. It is being said to have again the 5.7 inches display with 515 pixel density. The protection glass will be again the Gorilla Glass 4. It will feature an IP68 protection which proves to be dust and water resistant up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. Its OS will be the Marshmallow 6.0.1. Will come off with two chipset version, the Snapdragon 823 in America or the Exynos 8893 in Japan and Europe. This phablet has now coming back with microSD card slot with up to 256 GB of memory. The Note 7 itself will come in three different versions, 64, 128 and 256 gigs of internal storage, and each having 6 gigs of RAM. Camera will be the same as Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge, with no changes at all. The battery will be powered by a 400 mAh capacity, and about its release date, the Note 7 will be announced during August and will come off to the market around the first days of September. The price of it will start at €800 for the 64GB model. Let's move on with another handset, the iPhone 7. The iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus will be announced during second week of September and be launched in the late of September and first days of October. In terms of design, the iPhone 7 will not change much from the 6S and 6, but it is rumored the iPhone 7 to be a lot more thinner, and this comes off at 6.1mm out of 7.3mm from the 6S and 6S Plus. Same display, 5.5 inches at 1080p with 401 pixel density, and the same display panel technology used by the IPS LCD. The OS will be the iOS 10 and have a new chipset, the Apple A10. The iPhone 7 has decided to leave the 16GB version out of its models just because it had a lot of critics by its users and its fans. So instead apply the 32 gigs and so also have 128 and 256 gigs. The RAM remains the same at 2 gigs, no improvement on this part. The colors of the new iPhone 7 shows off to come as space black, blue space and the others which we have seen over the 6S and 6S Plus. Moving on to another smartphone, this time from the LG company, the LG G Flex 3. This is the sequel of the G Flex 2. The G Flex 3 will also have a curved metal display manufactured by LG company and will launch with the Snapdragon 820 chipset, reported to be 35% faster than the Snapdragon 810. It has also been speculated that the G Flex 3 will house a 6-inch QHD display of 4 gigs of RAM, a 20.7 megapixel rear camera and 8 megapixel front-facing camera. Battery is reported to have a 3500 mAh capacity but is unlikely to be removable. And so the G Flex 3 is also said to have expandable storage via microSD card slot up to 256 gigs. The LG G Flex 2 is currently priced at about $389 and the original LG G Flex is selling for around $300. The LG G Flex 3 will likely be in the region of $500. Let's move on to another flagship, this time for Xiaomi, the Mi Note 2. The Xiaomi company has said that the Mi Note 2 is way more powerful than the Xiaomi Mi 5. The Mi Note 2 is rumored to come with a 5.7-inch screen carrying a QHD resolution. The Snapdragon 820 SoC is believed to be under the hood with a quad-core CPU and the Adreno 530 GPU. 4 gigs of RAM will be inside along with 32 gigs and 64 gigs of internal storage. A 23 megapixel camera will adorn the back of the phone, while a 12 megapixel camera should be found on the front of the handset to snap selfies and handle video chats. 3500 mAh battery is rumored to be in charge of keeping the lights on, and quick charge rapidly brings the battery back to life. The launch of the Xiaomi Mi Note 2 is expected to be during IF8, which takes place in Berlin over the first week of September. Last but not least, we have listed the Microsoft Surface phone, which is believed by the Microsoft leaders to be a top high-end device matching the Galaxy top-line S7 Edge, Note 7 and iPhone 7. This upcoming handset from Microsoft will be a beastly production tool. The specs of the device show a Qualcomm Snapdragon 830 CPU backed by an 8 gigs of RAM, for processing power and also as much as 128 gigs of default storage. We wait this device to try out in real life. It is rumored to release during October and price will be around 800 euros. And that was my top 5 best upcoming smartphones in the way. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave any comment down below what's your favorite and why, and also subscribe for more videos.